Okay, now a revision of index laws 4, 5 and 6. I've copied the actual laws from your textbook, and it'd be really good to read through those laws before we continued on, so you could pause the video for that and read through the laws. Basic summary. When a power is raised to a power, the indices are multiplied. So here, for example, we have a power raised to another power, so the indices are multiplied. So it's m to the power of 3 times 2, which is m to the power of 6. The next one, it's a power raised to a power, so the indices are multiplied. 4 times 5, so it's y to the power of 20. Our third example, and I really encourage you to put a 1 up here, okay? So you remember that it is 2 power times by power, 1 times 3, m to the power of 4 times 3. So that gives us 2 to the power of 3, m to the power of 12. That is an acceptable answer, or one further step, 2 to the power of 3 is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8m to the 12. Now we'll focus on the examples from the textbook. So this is exercise 1.2, worked example 3, A, B, C and D. I've listed those here. So it is 2 to the n to the power of 4, all raised to the power of 3. So again, let's put a 1 there. So we say 2 to the 1 times 3, n to the 4 times 3. If it's a power to a power, we times those indices. So it's 2 to the power of 3, n to the power of 12. We can leave it there, or the further step, 2 to the power of 3 is 8, n to the 12. Let's look at our next example, and hopefully by now you're remembering if there's nothing there, it's in fact a 1. So we say 3 power times power, 1 times 3, a to the 2 times 3, b to the 7 times 3. Our next step would say it's 3 to the power of 3, a to the 2 times 3, which is 6, b to the 7 times 3, which is 21. We can leave that, or the one last step, 3 to the power of 3 means 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27, a to the 6, b to the 21. Okay, with worked example C, you can see it listed there. Again, I recommend putting a 1 there. And then it's simply 2 to the 1 times 4, x to the 3 times 4, divided by y to the 4 times 4. If we multiply those powers, it's 2 to the power of 4, x to the power of 12, y to the power of 16. Again, that's acceptable, or one further step, 2 to the power of 4, remember, is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That is actually 16, x to the 12 over y to the 16. Okay, one last example to look at. We put a 1 there. So it's negative 4 to the 1 times 3. So it is negative 4 to the power of 3. From there, we say, okay, that means, in fact, negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. And negative times by a negative is a positive, times by another negative is a negative. That there completes the worked examples. So we've revised index laws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and you should be ready now on Monday to tackle some problems.